Hi guys, hope you're all doing good. Yes, I am wearing a shirt. I had to show you because I felt like I needed to. But this is the first Halloween look that I'm going to be doing. So here I'm just drawing circles for the eyes. Now the circles aren't centered around my eyes. They're kind of climbing the bridge of the nose a little bit. So the edges are on the edges of my eyes, kind of, and so yeah, they're just not completely centered. They're a little bit closer together. Just drew a little triangle for the nose, and now I'm sketching out the jawline. So I'm going to be blacking out most of my chin so that the skull is kind of got more of a round, bulbous look to it. So I'm shortening my face that way. So the jaw of the skull is just barely under my natural where my lips are. Here I'm just drawing I guess kind of the spine and some cheesy little ribs. And I'm using a white pencil because it is like the easiest to just wipe off if you make a little mistake. Now I'm doing kind of like the classic cartoon bone, you know, the two or the two round, I don't know, two round things side by side, and then they just go down into a straight, I don't know, it's just like a cartoony bone is what I'm doing, just to kind of keep it a little bit cuter. And now just using some white face paint to fill in all the areas. So the eyes obviously would be blacked out after, so I'm going around those circles that I drew, around the mark I made on my nose. And here I'm just using eyeliner to really black out the inner rim of the eye. So I'm getting really in between the lashes and just upper and lower water lines, just to keep it intense. Now this is the black paint that I'm using. They're just cheapy cream paints from the Halloween store. Use whatever you have. They're not the best, but I tried my best to make them work. I had to go over them about, I don't know, 2, 3, 4 times just to make them really opaque, but yeah, just work with what you have. So here you can see the difference that even just the second layer of white made, but once it dries it does turn a little bit more transparent, this stuff. So I have 2 small brushes. So I have like one that I use to touch up the black, and then I have one that I use to touch up the white, because those big fluffy the fluffier brushes that I was using, you just can't really get close to the edges and stuff. So just filling in the kind of spine and ribs. You don't have to do this if you're not wanting the whole body thing, but I think I just wanted to do it just so you would kind of have an option. So I found it easier to just go around the white first with the black, and then you just kind of fill in the blanks afterwards. So I decided it was still a little bit creepy, a little bit too scary looking, so I made the one eye bigger. I made it kind of like an oval, just to keep it a little bit cuter looking. So yeah, I'm gonna be doing a girl skull next. So this one's kind of like my boy skull, and here I'm just going over and cleaning up the edges. For the mouth, I just did a black line in between where my natural lips are. It's actually a lot harder than you would think to make a straight line, but and then I just brought it out, extended it past the corners of my mouth a little bit, and then I did just up and down lines for teeth, and like tic-tac-toe version, so it was just, again, kind of cute and cheesy, not actually making teeth shapes or anything, just like straight up and down. And that's pretty much it. Just use what you have, and like those cream paints that I bought at the Halloween store, I mean, they were cheap. So hopefully you enjoyed. Stay tuned for my cute girl skull. These are kind of supposed to be good for kids. I think they'd be pretty easy, but hope you enjoyed, and take care, and we'll see you in the next one.